So today we're going to be talking about Erica Kirk sat down with Candace Owens privately yesterday. We're going to be talking about that as well as what Donald Trump said regarding Rob Reiner and that tragic story, tragic event that happened. He was murdered, him and his wife, this past weekend, which is so horrific. But we're going to start it off with talking about Erica Kirk and Candace Owens, and we're going to switch here. You can see here after their sit down, which it was determined to do it as a private matter and not discuss it, not do anything live, not in front of cameras. I'm hoping something got recorded. I mean, something got video recorded or just audio recorded. I would love to see the video of Candace Owens and Erica Kirk meeting for the first time since all of this has transpired these past 3 months. But Erica Kirk came away saying, as you can see on there, she posted last night, had a very productive conversation with real Candace Owens. More to come from both of us. Looking forward to AmFest this week. Time to get back to work. So sounds good from her end. Let's see what Candace has to say. Candace tweeted out same time. It's like the exact same time. I don't know if they put this together when they literally went out the same time when they both tweeted these out. They probably got out of the room and they went to both of their audiences and got this out. And Candace says, Erica and I had an extremely productive 4.5-hour meeting that I think we both feel should have taken place a lot earlier than it did. We agreed much more than I had anticipated. Of course, we also disagreed on various points and people as well. Most importantly, we were able to share intel and clarify intent. I will, of course, have a full rundown for you all tomorrow, so that's today, as I am currently exhausted, but I wanted to quickly let you guys know that absolutely nothing was held back, and the immediate result was that tensions were thawed. It feels like we are in a soap opera right now, and I'm like a dude, like just glued in. I really haven't been glued into everything that's been going down, but it's certainly interesting. You cannot turn away when Candace goes live. She's got easily almost like 150,000 live concurrent viewers watching her stream. So it's almost the town square if you want to get in on that. So she usually goes live around 2 p.m. during the day. So I'm curious to see what she talks about today. If there is a change in tone from the past 3 months, I believe that they aired a lot of things out. We're gonna get from her end of the story and a lot more probably from her side than I think Erica. Erica might briefly talk about it, but I don't think she's gonna go in as much depth as Candace will. So I'm very curious to see what happens there. Hopefully this does change the trajectory of where we're at and this whole like conspiracy nonsense. I love conspiracies, but this is way over the line in a lot of ways. And I hope they clarified a couple things. We shall see. Let's switch over. We're going to look at what Donald Trump, he posted on True Social, which everybody probably has different reactions to this. People that support Donald Trump, which I do. I support him. But I thought what he tweeted, I'm so used to saying tweeted, he posted on Truth Social, he truthed, regarding Rob Reiner's death. I thought it was over the line. I thought it was immediately after it was found that Rob Reiner had passed away, him and his wife, brutally murdered by their own son. And Donald Trump, like I said, he posted this on his platform. He said, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness, and with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace. It starts off fine and it ends fine, but that middle section, I do not, because he is not there with his phone tweeting all this out. He's given his input, and I'm sure a lot of people bring this to him. Maybe this is directly from his mouth, but I thought this was bad taste, extremely bad taste, and I do I don't agree with this. I don't like this at all, and I'm not gonna just die hard stand on with Trump with this. I like Donald Trump and a lot of things that he does. This is crossing the line. This is way beyond the pale. Him to say this immediately after this horrific event happens, even if it's someone that you disagree with, that someone was terrible about Donald Trump. He said the most awful things in the world about Donald Trump. But it's like if Donald Trump would have died, I don't know if I don't know Rob Reiner. I don't know if he would have been standing on his grave and saying something like this. I thought it was wrong. So I had to point this out. I know a lot of people are some people are just digging their heels in. I'm standing with Trump no matter what. And whatever he says is gold. This is not gold. This is not gold at all. I always go to the wrong camera. So you got a little chest action there. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was wrong. And he's not thing about Donald Trump, he doesn't apologize. I don't think I've ever heard him apologize about anything. And this was premeditated. He put this out there. It was just I don't know what was going through his head during this time. I don't know if we're going to start getting towards he is getting older and older. If it's like because of where he's at in his age, he's going to start kind of going off the rails a little bit. That's the only thing I can think of because he has definitely said a lot of terrible things and a lot of people don't like it. But to me, this isn't the very first thing that has just caught me off guard and like, wow. But it's certainly something that just terrible taste. No matter if it's your enemy, someone that you hate throughout life, you disagree on everything, that they're awful to you. If they die, like, and they're an American citizen, to just say something like this is pretty cruel, you know? But I wanted to just dive into that. I didn't tweet anything about it. I didn't post anything about it. I just kind of wanted to give my opinion. I don't know where you all stand. Do you think that crossed the line? Or because I saw Laura Loomer, she completely doubled down and she said this was good. And she like almost backed every sentence of what he said. And almost that he didn't cross the line in saying this. I think it was definitely way over the top and but that's our president. That's our president. And you ride or die with him. I'm definitely going to ride with Donald Trump. I'm not going to like just jump off the Trump. Like he's our president. I stand with him. I don't think he does everything perfect. Obviously he does not, but this wasn't his greatest moment. All right, we'll leave it at that. Follow me on X and Instagram at Brandon Fogel. Smash that like button, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great day.